Oh, hey guys. So, let me just get it out of the way. It's been a great fucking week. Easily the best week I've ever had. To be fair, right? It was one great load, another great load, both went on the same week. There was no overlapping. This is all in the pay period. This could happen at least every other week if I could time it correctly. But, because this was due to the fact that I timed it right? Where, it's really just came down to timing. Like, I was set income or revenue wise every week by Thursday, so now I'm getting loaded. So this was just great. Now, following week probably won't be as great because of, well, I'll find out. I only did 2 loads. And honestly, I didn't even run that hard. I only did 3,600 miles. But, my cut for all these miles is like, fuck, what did I do in that? It's like 270 something a mile. I think is what I did. Let's get this out of this way. Let's get the gross out of the way, okay? 2 days of layover. That was $500. Oh my god. Okay, let me adjust this camera before they knock the camera over. 2 days of layover, $500. Between the other 2 loads, 11 grand. Okay, so $11,500 for the week. Yeah, one can get used to that for damn sure. But probably won't happen. But, you know. Potato loads, man. Now, this was coming off the back end, the tail end of the Arctic Blitz. So, the farm was behind by about 24 hours because of equipment breaking. And then the unloader was behind because of the equipment breaking. Because when you have about 2 days of trucks coming in on one day, they're gonna go based off yesterday's and just play catch up, right? But let's get it out of the way. Simple shit, right? Dawson, North Dakota, Caldwell, Idaho, $4 grand. My cut was $35.60. Now, I deadhead for this load. I like this load. 382 mile deadhead. I have no problem deadheading for this. Loaded 1112, total 1494. With all that deadhead, still 238. Potatoes, 45 degrees continuous, piece of cake, Dawson's Farm to Simplot, props to Magnum. They didn't throw any fit about the layover, because I mean, $500, that's 2 days, one day on each end. They didn't have to do that. I mean, technically they do, but a lot of other places throw a fit about it. Like, they'll find any way they can get out of it. But to quote the broker on the phone, we've lost a lot of money this week. Understandable. Because I checked in, whoa. Yeah, this dock's interesting. I'm over here in the port of Baltimore and it's interesting. But I had checked in, like I drove all the way over there, got there at 0400, slept for like 5-6 hours, checked in 1000. I didn't leave till 10:30 the next day, like 24 hours later pretty much. I got over to Simplot at 1400, day and a half later pretty much, and I didn't leave Simplot till the next day around 1300. So either way, I'm not gonna complain. And honestly, if they had not given me a layover, I would have been a little grumpy, but I'd probably been okay with it because I kind of was enjoying the off time. But they ain't gonna complain about, a broker not throwing any issues getting you layover. Second load, Nampa, Idaho, to Hagerstown, Maryland. This is already going out of my loop. I'm building a new relationship here. That's kind of company asked me to do, so kind of trying to foster this, and it's gonna have to mean I have to do some things I don't want to do to get me some of the better lanes. But they had a hard time covering this run. They're paying a maximum $1 for it for base of the lane. They're paying the maximum. It might go down, but I hope not. Pay $7 grand. Oh my! Getting ass raped over here. My cut was 62.30. Deadhead, 11 miles. like I said, it loaded in Nampa. I unloaded in Caldwell, so loaded 2341. I did not take 80 across. I went to Lincoln down to 2, and then took 36 over into 70. Pretty much, that's pretty much the way. I mean, even though it's technically it's not 70, but you know, there's a couple interstates in between there. You all know what I mean. I went through Indianapolis. Total 2352, 264 a mile. Pretty nice, pretty nice. It's a miracle to Amazon, and Amazon was also another first for me. Like I said, the broker was handed off to me, Giltner. I've done some loads with them. Y'all should be familiar with them. 35 degrees continuous, 19,000 pounds. So the potatoes was like 42,000 pounds. This was 19,000 pounds. And let me tell you, the fuel mileage I got, fucking amazing. On this butter, it was butter pretty much. This is butter. That went to Amazon. That was the first load they have done for Amazon. At least that Giltner office, or, you know, that logistics team or whatever. So I had to help them kind of figure it out. So I lost about 3 hours on it. It wasn't too shabby. It was just a little bit of a headache, but all it was, they needed a number. Amazon didn't give them the number. They didn't know they needed a number, so I went to go check in. I needed a number. I didn't have the number. But to give you an idea how much the fuel mileage I got on that, right? So I topped off, put 70 gallons in fuel in Fort Bridger at the TA for like 304, right? And then I filled the reefer up all the way. But I was like, now that I'm done climbing pretty much, I want to see what this truck can really do with light load. This guy's over here just scraping his stand and making a bunny hop. Oh, there they go. No, maybe not. Oh, yeah, okay. So 1,500 miles is what I did, and I only put in 173 gallons. That was 8.6 mpg. That's what that was. Doing 70 pretty much. So kind of surprised me. I know I was getting good fuel mileage. Oh shit! I knew I was getting good fuel mileage. Yeah. In case you're wondering if I'm shaking or the seat's shaking or whatever, no, that's just the fucking heavy ass ramming they're doing with this animal feed. I'll take some more MPG like that though. Now, if I did this one trip, the $7,000 trip by itself, with the fuel mileage I'm getting, if it's always this light, which it more than likely will be, yeah, it could be pretty good. 2 fills all the way over. It's just the downside is the Northeast, and Northeast rates were great for like a week. Now they're back to being dog shit. Actually, a little over capacity up here, so they were even worse than normal. I'm not enjoying this loading. I'll find a way to make it work. I mean, because honestly, rates are slowly going up, but I don't know if I'll do this all the time. I mean, I might alternate, like, stay in my lane, you know, meaning where I like to run my little niche, right? Upper Midwest, Pacific Northwest, that whole kind of region. And then, like, every 3 weeks or so, loop back out for the big week, like this, because, I mean, I could easily do that, right? I pick up the potatoes Friday, deliver it over the weekend, load this up Monday, get delivered Friday or Thursday, boom, there's my 11 grand. That's probably what I'll do every couple weeks. Something like that. I'll find a way to make it work. But it's been pretty good. I mean, I'd love to have this money every other week, because that'd make, fuck, I mean, I could really work 2 weeks a fucking month, and, I mean, well, 2 weeks a month and be fine with it. Problem is, it's just coming over here to the Northeast. I mean, I have to eat it to get myself over as quickly as possible into the upper Midwest again, just to have any chance of real revenue. see what happens. We'll see. I may just next week be like, I'm just gonna go back up Midwest and then come right back down, and then go right back up and come right back down. We'll see. Especially with it warming back up. Yeah, that'll change things. I could still, like, even with the shit rate I gotta take over the weekend to get myself back in the upper Midwest, I can still hit mid-7s. Really, most of that's gonna be potatoes, but potatoes gonna bring that average rate up too. This was a great week, period. I mean, because it was high revenue. Like I said, 238, and the other one was like 260. But then you added in the layover. I added that layover into the overall mileage to rate ratio, and it helps out. It definitely does. But I do got bills to take care of, so I'm not gonna sit here and just always run every week like this. Like, when I know coming northeast, I'm gonna have to eat it coming back out. Every couple of weeks, maybe? Yeah, more likely. Like, if I, like, for example, if I got 11 grand the week before, yeah, I'm more willing to do shit. More willing to fucking, eat it. But I do have another driver I could easily, kind of work into. Like, in a sense, because he doesn't need as much revenue as I do. So he could easily do this weekly too. It'd be a real piece of cake for him. He won't even have to work hard for it. It's like, it's not just 2,400 miles. Rounded up, of course, from Nampa over there to Hagerstown. And that Amazon wasn't bad. After the initial headache, I mean, I was unloading in like 20 minutes. Now, is it always going to be like that? No idea. But it was 10 pallets. That's all it was. 10 pallets of butter. Honey butter, to be exact. So, how about that new Volvo, though? You guys see that new Volvo announcement? I actually don't mind it. And they're bringing some technology, I guess, the overseas cab overs have had for like 20 years. And some technology into the trucks, or into the trucks that cars have had for decades. Push button start. That brings extra security into the truck. Yeah, it's pretty easy to break into these trucks. Guess some things like that, right? I don't mind. Not necessarily for all the new safety shit, but like the driver curtain having the curtain right here. Having an airbag for the driver being standard, nice. Honestly, these trucks are very unsafe. They just seem safe because we're so much larger and higher up than everybody. But there's a reason why cabs come off the frames relatively easy. It's like 4 bolts holding it down. But the passenger get a curtain side airbag too. But that one's optional. That's just one of the things they announced. They got a new infotainment system, new gauge. I mean, the profile of the truck, other than that massively large grille, which is comically large. Like I looked at it, I was like, well, they're trying to imitate Beamer over there, the BMWs, But the side profile looks especially good. Like the sleeper half especially looks like a mix between like the new gen, pack cars with like a Freightliner mix. No. Also, the fact that they finally got on board and brought the shifter onto the steering column. Like everybody else, they're not doing their own thing anymore. About time. Now, we're just gonna see how reliable those trucks are. Who knows? I may get a new Volvo here in a couple years. Who knows? Because honestly, I don't care what truck I'm in. I don't care. As long as it's comfortable and reliable. That's it. And yeah, Volvos may have electronic issues. So they're also transitioning over to 24 volt system, electrical system. So that's amping that beef. They're beefing that up pretty big. Instead of 12 volt, they're on 24 volt. Now, I'm curious what these batteries will fucking have, what it cost, but Volvo's always had pretty good batteries in the factory anyways. I really hope they get me out of here within the next half hour. I don't really want to try to get out of Baltimore at 3 o'clock. especially when I'm down in the port. And my God, what's these fucking roads down here? Craters. Thankfully, I have to wait this time to help out because I had nothing coming in here. I don't belong here though. It's a little weird. Like, I'm so out of place being a reefer, being in a port area again. Those two yellow things, containers. There's one more trailer to the left of that, dry van. Trailer stopped backed into the right of me, dry van. Trailer's left, dry van. It's like that last week when I took the dropped off some magazines over to the post office, right, in Minnesota. Pretty sure I made that video. Been busy. You know, talk about being the only reefer out of like a couple hundred trailers, all dry van trailers, in the middle of downtown Minneapolis at the post office. That was hilarious. I did not belong there. Wasn't too bad though. I'd do that load again, maybe. I didn't pay great. It was easy though. Both places took me early too, which definitely gotta keep that in mind. But everybody likes to poke fun at me for, well, surprisingly, they don't make too many shitty comments. But they did when I was running for, you know, doing the lease purchase run for the mile. But now that it's funny that I'm running sometimes on my own dime a little bit more than some, you know, others, that not as many snarky comments telling me how stupid I am. But just because I take bad loads, it's not me, just because I don't know how to run. There is a point for me generally taking those loads. Like last week, I just wanted an extra $700, $900, $1,000 is what I was kind of looking for. I got it. I already had a good week. I was still gonna have a good. This week was gonna be good, obviously. I was just trying to time it out more, so I didn't have to really. Cause I had like what, that 750 I had. I already had like. What did I get? 8,200. Yeah, I already had over $7,000. You know, Thursday morning. I just wanted to get another little day hot that either delivered Friday morning or Thursday night, and just kind of sprinkle in a little extra seasoning. That's what happened. So there we are, though. Let's see. I don't think I'll do the Maryland run though every week, but we'll see. It depends. Like, I'll probably do next week. I'll probably do Upper Midwest loop again, and then get back up there. I could probably do this $11,000 every couple of weeks. Like, meaning do 2 weeks of my loop, and then grab this, 2 weeks of that, grab this. Because if I could time it right, like I did last week, that's $11,000 every 3 weeks, pretty much. At least $11,000, right? It could be layover. This truck just got to get in the shop though. Next time I get back there, got to get a new steering box on. Some recall, I guess. I don't know. They just sent an email saying, "Hey, we need that truck in the shop ASAP." I was like, "Okay." Planned on doing it after I picked this load up, but got put a day behind. Then I had to push out the pickup to, you know, from Monday to Tuesday for this load, or for the Maryland load. Couldn't sit around there and wait. I already fucking moved that a couple of those appointments around for that one Amazon load. So I had to schedule it myself. So we shall see. I guess you gotta stay tuned and find out. But hey, you guys stay safe out there. Next time, bye.